Welcome back on into Fox 43 AM Live. Well, today's book of the week comes from Carpenter with the Topeka and Shawnee County Public Library.
We're actually looking at a collection of books this week with a common local connection. Check them out. Well, I'm back here at the Topeka and Shawnee County Public Library. It's time for the book of the week. And today we're talking about, well, Kyle actually introduced us to her books. We have a nice little collection here. What is the common theme?
I have become a little bit of a fan. He has a family that he brings to the library and comes to story time, but we have a local illustrator that has done all these books, Mr. Rob Peters. It's really cool.
It's wonderful.
Yep.
It's always great to be able to highlight local artists and writers, especially on Book of the Week. I love it.
Yeah, and Sarah is a local author there. That would be her first picture book. And then Brian Haney is sportscaster for KU, wrote that one about James Naismith there.
And what's this one down here?
That is a board book about cars and transportation stuff, and the pictures are just delightful. What I loved when I found it on the shelf is it looks like it's been well circulated. So that's a good sign that this was a popular book.
It's coming and going out of the library, so you're definitely going to want to check that out. Reserve it for your time as well.
Yeah, go cars go.
And so this is all illustrated by Rob Peters.
Correct.
Yeah, let's go into a little bit of like the game maker. Can you talk a little bit about the book?
You bet. Well, he takes you through the history of James Naismith and how excited he was about sports and how he ended up at the YMCA, and they asked him to create a game that they could play indoors, and you know how that old story goes. He found the peach basket, and you know it's funny they didn't cut the bottom out of the peach basket. Actually, they tossed the basket up there. They got to use a ladder.
Game was over. First person to score.
Yeah, got to use a ladder, get the ball. Finally, like, well, let's cut a little hole, and we'll just poke a stick through there. I don't know. At one point, they were like, well, let's just cut a hole in the bottom of it.
It'll come crashing down on you. I can see the faults.
But so it takes you through the history and how what he went through before he actually sat down and created the game of basketball, and then the interest in it, the immediate interest in basketball and what it's become today, of course.
Phenomenal. That's definitely a fun book to read for children and for basketball enthusiasts.
Right
there. And then, which hat will you wear today, Cyrus? What is this about?
Cyrus K. Holliday, one of our town founders, who was many things. Not only a town founder, but he donated the property to build the Capitol on. He was a huge part of the railroad. He was the first president of a bank, the Merchants Bank here in Topeka, and he also was a newspaper man with the Topeka Tribune, I think it was called. So that's why they asked, which hat will you wear today, Cyrus K. Holliday? But it's been in our new collection for a while, and with Rob Peters and his family coming to story times, when I'm doing story time on Saturday, I'll pull it out and I have it sitting there, and then I'll show everybody and I'll introduce them to one Mr. Rob Peters. It's sitting right there. It's kind of cool. So it's always been there, but then when we were getting ready for this, I didn't think about promoting it, but then Saturday, the author, the preschool teacher of the author, came to our library, asked about the book. I knew exactly where it was and what she was talking about, so she thought that was really cool. And I grabbed the book, and she's like, I was her preschool teacher. And she was so proud, and I was like, well, let's get this out there so everybody knows these are here by our local authors that we have here at our library. It's really authors and illustrators. Really cool.
I absolutely love it, Kyler. I love the artwork. I love the children's stories. I love the history of Kansas. I love that you guys here at the library are trying to showcase that kind of talent.
Right on.
It's fantastic. So everyone, come out, check out some Rob Peters illustrated books here at the Topeka Shawnee County Public Library.
Awesome.
Kyler, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dane.